She's ready. Earlier on, she had a press briefing with the National Cohesion and Integration Commission. The commission has highlighted areas that are likely to experience violence before, during, and after the general election. Zainab, good afternoon. What more do you have for us?
Good afternoon, Muchuma. As you mentioned, the Commission today has released a report that they has been conducting for the past 4 months. They released a report they have been conducting since January to April, and in the report they have indicated that 41 counties are likely to experience no violence or few cases of violence. But in the same report that was conducted between January and April has also indicated that 6 counties, among them Nairobi and Kisumu, Uasin Gishu, are likely to experience post-election violence, with Nairobi leading at 80% and Embu County being the least county that is expected to experience cases of violence at 30%. The Commission also indicating that cases of inequalities, cases of previous cases of violence are some of the factors that they have identified that could lead to those areas experiencing violence. But also in the launch of the report today, the Chair also promising that also indicating that even after they had conducted the report and shared it with the relevant institutions, there have been positive remarks and also positive growth from the areas that had been marked to have possibility of violences ahead of the general elections. They say that in those areas things have changed. They are no longer seeing that, but they also mentioned that gangs and also as I had mentioned, inequalities and low standards of living are some of the factors that might lead to those areas experiencing violences. But also in this launch of the report today here, where different stakeholders were invited, the DCI, the National Police, IPOA, EACC, all the stakeholders here saying they are going to ensure that the election will be free and fair, and that all Kenyans will be allowed to vote. All areas in the country will not experience violence, even as the slogan for today was Uchaguzi bila noma. The stakeholders here have promised that the elections in the August will be free and fair. So that was the report that was launched today, the NCIC just mentioning or mapping some areas that are expected to experience violence. 6 counties, Nairobi being the one leading at 80%, but also indicating that even as they had conducted the research during April, from January and April, but the chair also mentioning that things have changed. They've seen progress of peace in those areas, but also saying that they have been engaging politicians from different areas they had mapped to maybe to experience cases of violence. They have engaged them. They have agreed unanimously to speak, to spread message of peace, just to ensure that even as the country heads to the general elections, approximately 69 days from now, the country is peaceful and all Kenyans across all the country are allowed to vote peacefully. That's much I can say from here. It's a story that will be following up, and we'll sure to inform our viewers in our later bulletin. Back to you, Muchuma.